Okay, so I went ahead and paused it here for just a moment. I wanted to give you a little history about Saluda Grade and what you're about to experience here. First of all, I want to thank the fellow who actually designed this part. I've kind of merged this into my other map, but it's NS-Guy 10, where you can find this on the download station, and it's just a short version, or his version of the Saluda Grade. And the Saluda Grade, for the ones who don't know about this is the steepest standard grade mainline railroad grade in the United States. Yes, a lot of people did not know that. I didn't know that when I was growing up. Now this railroad is, and it's maybe still currently owned by the Norfolk Southern Railroad as part of the West Line. Saluda Grade is in Polk County, North Carolina. It gains about 606 feet. That's 185 meters, I guess, in elevation in less than 3 miles. How about that, folks? Isn't that something? Between Melrose and Saluda. Average grade is about 4.24% for about 2.6 miles. That's 4.2 kilometers, kilomiles, I guess. And a minimum of 4.9% for about 300 feet. Isn't that something? Wow. Let's see, and it says this train route is focused on the portion of the route between Melrose and Pacers Crossing, just east of Saluda. Now that's his version, but what I had went ahead and did, I went ahead and just kind of added to this, you know, and made it kind of my version up through here. So I'm going to scan up through here so you can kind of see. Now this is the start of Saluda Grade, and actually right here this would be Melrose, and I'm going to try to put in some photos here so you'll kind of see you know what you're looking at. Now this right here, and this track, as far as I know, it's still here. This is called the Runaway Track, and so this would go up it would go up a grade. Now there's a history, there's actually a video, a very nice video on YouTube, and I'll try to find it and put the link in there about they did a history about this grade. But this is the start of the grade up through here, and it just keeps winding on up through here, and the percentage of this grade is just unbelievable. There actually was a train wreck up here many years ago, back when I was small, when I was little. There was a train wreck, I remember, and I'm not sure exactly. It may have been maybe I know it was up on the mountain pass up through here, but I'm not sure exactly where. But the video will state that. Now this is, I believe this is Highway 176 also. It goes up to Saluda here, and this road here, this used to be the main road, the main line to get to Hendersonville and Asheville, North Carolina. This was the main deal. If you were coming from, say, Spartanburg or Tryon, and you needed to get to Asheville, this was one of the main roads before they built the interstate. And I remember that. This road used to be so busy when I was growing up because the interstate wasn't built. And the curves up through here is just, my goodness. What made this interesting too, this little area, was there was always like little fruit stands and stuff. You could, you know, stop and get fruit stands. But this is this will be Saluda here. So and this is when you get here, you're at the top of the mountain. So all right, so we're going to go back to our train here. Let's get back down the mountain here, and we'll get her started up the grade here. So all right, so we are heading to Biltmore Village, and now she is proceeding. Now, yeah, if you folks can, I'm definitely going to try to put a link of that video about the history of this grade. It's so interesting. I never even knew all this. I grew up in this area and didn't even have no clue. Had no clue about this. So. But and it is beautiful up through here because there is if you ever go up through Saluda, before you get up there, there's Pearson's Falls, which is just absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful. You can and I think they charge to go in there, but it's not a lot. But they have of course, they have a lot of it's little waterfalls, but the mountain trails in there is just so beautiful. You know, I live in Tennessee now, but living in North Carolina, growing up in North Carolina, the mountain range there in North Carolina, I think has, of course, to me, it has a lot of beautiful views. Now, Tennessee has a lot of beautiful views too in their mountain ranges, but North Carolina, extremely beautiful because you have the Blue Ridge Parkway and just a lot of extremely beautiful scenery, views that you can take. And I'm going to be doing another video of that I've made of the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. I want to give you I want to show you that one now. It's interesting there, but there's that runaway right there. Now, from what I understand, if I can remember, when if they were coming down the mountain, they would have to stop the train up in Saluda, and there would be someone that was trained to get on this engine, and they would stop. They would ride the train down and guide it, brake it, and they'd stop right here, I believe, and let him off, or they'd let him off and try on one. But I believe that's the way that worked. But just can't imagine just going. I don't know. It had to be beautiful just to come ride a train. I never got to ride a train up through here. I was up in this area all the time. My dad and my mom, we'd especially on the weekends, on Sunday, we'd come up through here and ride the back roads. I remember there was this little road. There was like little train tunnels and stuff that you'd go under the tracks and stuff. But this is Melrose right here. Kind of considered Melrose, I guess. So this is where we're heading up the grade, and boy, I tell you, I can't imagine the power and the energy it would take to just get this train up this mountain, much less bringing this train back down. That had to be nerve-wracking either way. It just had to be. All right, we're heading up this mountain up here, and boy, I tell you what, yeah, if you folks ever get a chance to go to take a trip up in North Carolina to Tryon and all that, definitely go up to 176 and kind of just let me back it up. I think it's just beautiful. No matter didn't matter what time of the year. I've got this game set for November right now, and so it kind of picks up the fall leaves and the trees. But it's just absolutely beautiful up there. It really is there. So, all right, I want to scan on up through here a little bit and see if I can get kind of an aerial view. I think, let's see if I can do this. Kind of get a. There we go. And this kind of gives you a little idea of the grade up through here. So. But it was, it had to be just beautiful to be able to go up in here and all. So, but I had a lot of fun making this. Now, this area that you're looking at, this is what this fellow, the NS Guy 10, this is actually his layout. But what I did, I went ahead and just added the trees and I think I had to work on the highway too. And just kind of, add to it and all, just so that I could have a little bit more of, what I wanted it to look like as far as my version, of what I remember growing up in this area here. So, but if you were driving on Highway 176 up through there, you would you'd see the train ever so often because it was part of the track. The way they built it, they try to keep it tried to keep it close to the highway as much as possible, but this had to be a monumental defeat, or however you would say this, to actually build this line up through here, even the highway going through here. So it had to be something, just really something. I put an old pipe in there, so old drainage pipe. That's the cool thing about this game. You know, the detail is not perfect yet, and I say one day it will be. But the items that you can actually find on the download station, you can just about make any kind of scenario that you can think of. Now this little tunnel here, I don't know what happened to the road here, but but there was a road that went in, and that's what the little road tunnels would look like right there. So, and that's funny, but that's little glitches about the game there that you have to kind of just pay attention to. But there she comes around there. So just a beautiful scene right there. This is beautiful. Look at the trees and yeah, she's I think this may be about the halfway point. I'm not sure, but I think yeah, something like that. I think it might be about the halfway point. But now this is what I was talking about. When you're driving up the highway up through here, you could actually see you could see part of the train sometimes if you was driving up or down the road there. You could see it come through. Now they used a lot of diesel trains up through here, a lot of diesel carrying, you know, like supplies and stuff like that. So this type of trains, the steam trains, you wouldn't see a lot. They did it on just special occasions and stuff. So, but when they did run one, oh my goodness, it was so exciting. And there was a lot of rail fan people that would, of course, that would come up and just try to get a glimpse of the train there. Yeah, so we're kind of close up to the top here, getting close there. But this is one of the steepest parts right here. That I don't know if you can make that out right there. It's but you can tell there's definitely a steep area, you know, with this right here. So, but let's see. And like I said, there would be when you would. If you drive up, and even to this day, if you drive up here, there'll be, you know, there'll be little vegetable places, you know, and fruit stands that you can stop on the way up here and get you some fresh fruit, you know, especially apples. Now, Hendersonville, which is past Saluda, Hendersonville is the they are I guess the apple capital of North Carolina. Something like that. I mean, they grow a lot of apples up through there, so I know that. So, saying hi to our friends down there, yeah. So, so we're almost at Saluda, and this grade is just. Can you imagine? And it's kind of looks like this. It really does. The foliage up here, the trees, I'll tell you, North Carolina is just beautiful. It really is. So, but I can imagine just the view, because the view up here would just be absolutely gorgeous. I just love this area up in here. I really do. And I really, like I said, I really wish that they would take and do these turn the track into trails up through here. I don't know if the Southern Railroad or if they will ever, or Norfolk Railroad. I don't know if they'll ever do anything with these tracks. It'd be like, now I'll tell you what would really be nice is they took and revamped everything and made this a tourist line up through here, because I think that would do very well, extremely very well. And the fact that, you know, if you started in Spartanburg and you ended up in maybe Hendersonville or even Asheville, you know, I think that would be just a beautiful excursion up through here, you know. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. I guess you'd have to have an extremely lot of money to redo these whole tracks. But it'd be nice if they did take the tracks and tear what's out and just turn it into a beautiful trail up through there that you could ride your bike or hike up through there, because I would do that in a moment. I tell you, I would just do it in a moment. Yeah, that would be fun, I think, just to be able to, you know, ride ride your bicycle, you know, or hike up through there. It'd be a while. And I'm not sure how many miles it is from Trainz to Saluda. It's quite a little mileage up through there, I can tell you though. But so let's see here. Yeah, we're coming in. Let's see, we're coming into Saluda here, and here is Saluda. There's not a lot there, but I can tell you that it's a beautiful little town, beautiful little mountain town, and it does look like this. I mean, you have a little crossing, you have a little playground through here, I believe, unless they've changed it since I've been there. But from what I can see, FedEx truck. Now there used to be a rock shop over here. I remember going in there as a child, and now these bells are probably going to be annoying, so sorry, I apologize ahead of time. But the rock shop, they used to have the fluorescent rocks in there. They'd take you back in the back room, and you could see fluorescent rocks. They'd turn on like black lights, and I call them black lights, but they're the purple lights, and they it was just so amazing to be able to see these rocks. But I'll never forget that. And I don't know if that rock shop is up there now, but I can tell you it was nice. But yeah, if you're up in there, stop into Saluda. There's actually a museum here, right here, I believe somewhere right here. The train museum is there. So now I went ahead and just put I put a little station right up here. I'm not real sure about, oh Lord, I don't know what's going on here. We had a rock slide and they're just driving right through it. But yeah, I put a little station up here. Let me go up here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And this is the Little Saluda, North Carolina station, little train station that I put here. So, and I don't think that's really there. I don't think there's anything through here. I don't think, but there she comes. There she comes, going by the station. Let's give her a horn. There we go. My goodness, I tell you, what a beautiful ride up through here. I tell you, love this. Just love it. And of course, I put that's another thing you can find on this in this game. You know, people design these stores that they're actual American stores, or if you live in other countries, you know, a lot of people are designing, you know, stores for their own country. And that's a problem too that I'm finding, that, you know, there's from other countries, when they design something, they put it in their own name, you know, what they call it. And when you're looking for it on the download station, it's kind of hard to find things. And boy, they do some beautiful work though on these ladies and guys that do this work. They do some amazing work. Now I know this is going to be a steep little turn right here, but you know, hopefully we don't derail. We should have slowed down on that one, right? But we're heading to our destination. We're heading to Biltmore Village, and all these folks in here, they can't wait to get there, because in Biltmore Village, I mean, it's beautiful. It's got a little ski resort. You'll see it here in just a few minutes. We're very close to it. A lot of restaurants, cinnamon shops, you know, all kind of little things up in there. So, and I designed it. Now, like I said, there is a Biltmore village, but there's not a railroad that goes through there, as far as I know. They may be, but I don't think there is. So, all right, folks. Well, we've come to the end of part 3 video. Yes, part 3. We have one more part to go, and that would be part 4, of course. I do want to thank all of you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, if you would, please do so. It really helps me out. And hit the like button too. That helps too. And I want to thank all of you for your great comments, and also for the donations to my tip jar. That really helps. So, well, folks, until next time, well, this is George, and I suppose, well, we'll see you down the tracks. You all be safe. Have a great week. Bye-bye.